Hello, everybody. Question for you. Have you ever had an idea that could potentially save someone's life? Because that isn't really, that's not a trivial thing. That's something that's important. And the reason I made this video was basically just to stress the importance of getting that idea out. I made this drawing on Paint as I do a lot. I do a lot of stuff on Microsoft Paint because hey, it's just a little better than scratching something down on a piece of graph paper or notebook paper, whatever. And it really, technically, it does the job. But anyway, here's what you're seeing. I don't know. It must have been about 20 years ago. The idea jumped in my head that airbags on one level can be potentially dangerous because of their not so well thought out angle of deployment. In other words, you just hit something, you just collided something with your car. Normally the angle of deployment is 90 degrees from the direction this arrow is going in now. It's going toward your head. Means your head's going toward it and it's coming toward you at a very, very rapid pace. It's almost instantaneous if you know how airbags work. So my idea was just to simply change the angle of deployment. Let's say you're in a parking lot fender bender. People have been in fender benders and airbags have deployed and clocked them, and actually caught the thing that was intended to save their life actually caused injury. But I thought of this 20 years ago. I ran it by a patent submission corporation, and believe it or not, they were really enthusiastic about it, but I don't know what was driving their enthusiasm. I don't know if it was, maybe they didn't think it was a viable idea and they were just trying to get me to spend the money to have the idea developed. But over the last few years, I've learned it's not really a good idea to patent things anyway, because patents are pretty much a guarantee that something won't make it out into the world for various reasons, which I'd probably get into in another video. But getting back to my original point, if you've made it this far in the video, if you sit on an idea that could potentially keep someone in the world, keep someone from dying, you gotta ask yourself, if someone does die because I kept my mouth shut, am I responsible? Am I responsible for their not being here? And that's something, now to be fair, it's really hard to quantify something like that. But what I would tell you is, whatever your idea is, maybe it's not as dumb or trivial as you think it is. Maybe it's more important than you think it is. I think of these things all the time and I try to get them out. So here's the thing. I put this out on YouTube. If you never see it because of AI slop or you ignore it, that's not on me anymore. That's on you, or it's on YouTube. So anyway, uh, if you have, first of all, if you haven't, to simply recap, if you have a life-saving idea, it's not trivial, it's not stupid, and would you risk a little embarrassment if it meant somebody got to stay in the world a little longer? Just something to think about. Anyway, gonna say thank you for watching the video. I'm gonna end it here, and if you have any thoughts, let me know, and thanks for watching.